Hello and welcome to the Film Geeks, where we bring you movie news, shows, and reviews. I'm REA.
I'm Nate Elias.
And today we're going to be reviewing Ex Machina.
Yes.
This may lead to some spoilers, so spoiler alert!
Careful, careful.
Hey.
If you haven't seen the movie yet, go watch it and then watch our video. Two of these actors right here are going to be in Star Wars coming out in December. So I'm really excited to see this. And it has one of my favorite actors right now, Oscar Isaac. Kills it as Nathan. Let's go over this for a second. Oscar Isaac plays Nathan. We have Domhnall Gleeson as Caleb. And then we have Alicia playing Ava. So just to know, in case we go through here and you hear us referring to the characters, now you know who they are. It's actually filmed in Norway. A beautiful hotel in Norway. And they actually got another place. The main house is made up of two locations. One in Norway. One is also in Norway, but it's at a private residence.
This is truly a classy, glassy piece of cerebral sci-fi. I really wanted to say that.
I know you did.
Alright, let's jump into the beats already. So the timid Caleb, he's a geek, but not like us.
Oh no, he's not the film geek.
Shows up at this massive state in this beautiful mansion / compound, which has this amazing futuristic organic kitsch to it. It reminds me of the set of the movie Philosophers. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No.
Go watch it. Great movie. So he shows up to Nathan's state, and right away we can tell that Nathan is this neurotic character. There seems to be some sort of underlying issues with him, some underhanded elements that we don't really get to understand till later. So right away we go ahead and choose him as the antagonist, or associate with him as the antagonist.
Nathan's character is pretty much like this massive billionaire, Steve Jobs, as Tony Stark with this little house on the edge of this lake. Beautiful little house, beautiful little edge house. He's a little recluse, so he's a little bit, thrown off by another human, I think. So we get this antagonist feel like he's saying, wait, this guy's weird, and he's treating Caleb a little weird. How did you think of him when you saw him?
Caleb is like Charlie to Nathan's Willy Wonka.
Yes, that's the way it goes. Caleb would be Charlie.
That's right.
And Nathan is Willy. And he gets to go to his magical little factory.
Caleb shows up. He's at this mansion, and his idea, he thinks that he's going to be part of this great new thing. He has no idea what's going on. He just knows that Nathan is a genius, and to be a part of any of his projects is a blessing.
You get the vibe from Caleb after these questions that he's a very nice kid. He's very intuitive. He's a smart kid. So Nathan sees that. He's like, okay, I think he's ready. Takes him into his room and tells him, hey, sign these legal documents for a second, and let's get down to business. He looks a little timid about that, though.
He has his moments of intelligence, but he also has equal moments of stupidity, if you will. Like that dinner scene where he's trying to extricate himself from having to lie, but it just seems cliche and contrived. And that part of the writing I didn't really care for his character. Now, it could have been the script part of it, but overall, it just seemed like he was there as a lab rat, not just for the storyline, but also for the movie as well.
It's not Caleb's fault, I should say. It's not Caleb's fault that Ava is so good at doing what she's doing. Now, you don't know if that's just a theory. That's the theory that is going around, is that Ava is actually the one testing the humans and not the other way around. Because once we get to test number 7, or session 7, it comes up on the screen as Ava session 7. And then what happens is the test is already done.
Caleb is done.
So Nathan's already gone, and you have Caleb, and there's no more testing. Ava's out, so why is it called that? And that's where the theory comes from, is that actually, what if Ava was testing Caleb and Nathan the entire time to get out of here? That's how smart it is. The brain is made out of Google. And that's nuts. All the search engines,
all the information about the mankind is placed into
through our
one
cell
brain.
phones. Through our cell phones, all the search engines that we've looked at in the entire world created this brain. That's how dangerous Ava is.
And I think that's why he's at turmoil. What we pick up as early on in the movie as underhanded agendas, it actually turns out to be this dilemma, this battle that he has within himself. He knows that he wants to be the first one to create this AI, which is inevitable. However, he also understands that it will be the death of him, literally. And perhaps for the species, especially if Ava walks outside and runs into Ultron or Terminator.
You have to remember, Nathan tells Caleb he created her with sexuality. That was a big thing, was that...
That's one of our arsenal. That's one of the weapons in our arsenal.
That's one of the reasons why, he's also a heterosexual male. That's why he created a woman. But he created her off of a mid-20s female sexuality was going to be really strong in it. Although it looks to be degrading towards women in the sense that it's very down on the woman. It's actually very woman and powerful.
Right, I thought
empowerment,
it was empowerment. So she actually uprises.
She uses what she has, and as an AI, how smart the AI is, she realizes I have this. He's attractive to me. He's attracted to me. I can use this as a weapon, and she gets out through her smarts and her wills. She does nothing. She doesn't even touch Caleb in the movie.
And I love the triangular relationship between these characters, the shifting of the protagonist and antagonist role. And what I find very intriguing is the fact that the hero's journey is traveled only by Ava.
Now, here's the thing. Ava is strong. She comes darting. He says, "Hey, Ava, don't go back to your room." Trying to say that
she was strong. She's bold.
Because
he flips her around pretty easily. The arm comes off with one way.
Not pretty easily. That does. But when she initially runs at him, charges him, he's on the ground for a while. She puts her full force.
She does a great job at really maintaining that robotic, artificial AI composure.
And you also remember, Oscar Isaac has been working out. So, I mean, he's like this. He's a pretty big dude.
And
he's a pretty big dude, and she gets on top of him. She's full of metal, man. She just compresses down on his throat, and it's tough. And
who doesn't like an AI woman that can handle herself?
He gets over it, but then the eventual stabbing that happens to him when he takes over, once he gets stabbed, the way he looks is, oh man, she's the one. And then he passes away, and sure enough, she gets out, and I think it's going to be chaos. If there won't ever be a sequel to this, but if there was, it'd be the destruction of mankind.
I'd watch it. You hear that, Alex? Go ahead. You already got 2 tickets sold here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Just watch her systematically pick out people. Oh, man, it'd be crazy.
Oh, she would be amazing to just see a little bit more darker, I guess. I mean, it was pretty dark as it was, but it was pretty good. Let's go ahead and peel this movie a little bit. Let's go a little bit deeper into its texture. So what symbologies, what metaphors did you pick up on?
Prometheus,
that was one.
Biblical terms. Each name is from the Bible. The 3 characters' names. We have Nathan, who is, I believe, a scout of David. We have Caleb, who is the messenger sent from Moses.
That's right.
And then we have Ava, who is,
Eve.
of course, Eve.
Yeah.
The new seed to start it all. And the metaphors to the fact that the human race is going to be over, that the machines will eventually take over. All it takes is one really smart person to make this AI to take it to the next level and to go to the next step. Very Promethean-like,
A lot of circle of life implications there. One life ends, a new one begins. It's just a circle of life, the hero's journey. And then also, taking a lot out of the bestseller book, the Bible, we have the 7 days of testing, and we have the 7 days of creation. So we got the Adam and Eve leaving the garden. We have Ava leaving the facility, which resembles the garden.
Nathan's journey.
Free. That's right. And then we have the helicopter that picked up Ava was the same one that picked up Adam and Eve. No, wait, they didn't have a helicopter because Alex wasn't directing that show.
That's crazy. That's another theory too. Is how do you think she got out of there? Like she rose up at the end.
No question asked policy.
Yeah.
Is that how they trained them?
Now, did this turn into? You ever see a Species where the alien seduces guys?
You ladies out there have the same power as she does. So use it. Watch this movie. Learn how to control a CEO. How to train a CEO. There you go. All right, Nathaniel, what do you rate it? Ex Machina.
Ex Machina, big 5 out of 5. It's an incredible movie. It's my favorite movie of the year. Alex Garland, his directorial debut, does an incredible job. I love the writing. The acting's spot on. It's a movie where you can watch it. It's a repeated viewing, but not like one of the Avengers where you watch it for popcorn and try to find the little Easter eggs in it. This one is actually a movie where you watch it again, and each time you'll have a different viewing, a different outcome, a different look at the movie, and I find that incredible. So it's definitely a 5 out of 5.
I give it a solid 4. I thought the hype was a little too much. It was definitely, I would say, my favorite of the genre this year so far. So there's that. But I think they could have done a better job with Gleason's character. It just seemed like he was there to represent all the negative attributes of the male species. So they could have went a different route, maybe a little bit with him. But overall, it was a great, entertaining movie. Highly recommended. Truly a thinking man's movie.
Definitely.
And a lot of cognitive Easter eggs, if you will. So
you gotta watch it again.
Oh, I will watch it again. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. And please do subscribe because we're going to be covering a lot more movies coming up.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about a lot more movies. Hopefully we get to see Daredevil hopefully we do a little review of that.
Next week. Hey, if you want us to do Daredevil,
uh-huh.
go ahead and comment below and let us know if you want us to do Daredevil, if you want us to cover any other shows or movies. We'll be happy to do so. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Do subscribe. Thank you so much for being here with us. This is a new thing that we're doing, and we appreciate every single one of our viewers. My name is REA.
I'm Nate Elias. Thank you very much, guys.
And we are Le Film Geeks.
Adios.
Take care.